Hey everyone, welcome back to Creed Films Media. I am your host Creed, and today I want to talk about the very first paid music video.
Go highway driving, solo cup in the butter.
This song is by Shaton, and he's an international recording artist, and the name of the song is Highway Driving. Let me tell you guys something right now. I love this song. Like Ben and myself, we just love this song. And Shaton came to us and he wanted us to shoot it for him. And the thing with this is how I got to meet Shaton was through another guy. I forgot his name. He's a photographer, and he saw the work that we did with the beat drop, and he told Shaton about us, and that's how Shaton got to contact us. He's giving us the rundown of it, and how it is he wanted it to be, and he took us location scouting. So when we went location scouting, it was like this big highway, and and to tell you the truth, I was kind of confused because the song is named Highway Driving. So I was like, okay, so where's the car? You would think of it, like your regular music videos, the car, the guy singing in the car, he's driving. But no, for this one, he actually just wanted to walk. And then I was really getting confused with that. And I was like, what a sick, like how, he started talking about like, how is this going to work? Like what we need to do to make this better and stuff like that. So, let's just get into the video, and, I'll show you the breakdowns and everything on how everything came together. This video shouldn't really be that long. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to continue seeing more video like this, okay guys? So let's get into the video. So right here, this is Shaton sitting by the bus stop. This is one of the ideas that he had, so we actually had to like draw it out. We actually mapped out this whole thing. Like I say, we went location scouting first so we could try to figure out how we wanted to do it. So this is how he wanted it, like he's actually waiting on someone. So we open up here with his name, and this is him right here. This is Shaton. So he's like waiting and waiting. So we're doing like a bunch of like jump cuts, like he's been waiting for a very long time. You really don't know who he's waiting on. So you obviously through the whole song, when you feel the song and the message that he's talking about, like you really get an idea of what's going on with him internally, So he's waiting. There he is. He's looking frustrated. Like he's really good at acting too. He might not call himself an actor, but to me, he's really good at that. There's something there. So all of this right here was, his direction right here, where he wanted to write something in the book. You'll see what it says at the end of it. Like he leaves a note at the end of it, so you'll see. And we have two versions of this. We have the color version and the black and white version. So we watched both, and we actually picked the black and white version. And if you want to, I'll leave a link in the description so you can watch the full video without me, keep talking over it and stopping it. So let's continue. So we're gonna do like a pan here. So he walks off, and we're gonna do like a pan down. It's really, really shaky because, like I say, this is the first time, this is the paid one right here. So we really was, trying to do our best to do like a, and this is the title right here, Highway Driving, like I said before. And then the song hits, and there's a slow motion. There we go. So I'll just let this play out, and again, I was really concerned of how this was going to turn out, because it's just a big open road, and this guy is just walking and talking, and he really wanted it. Let me just stop this right here. Let me go back a bit. So right here, you're going to see this building. He actually, picked this building out, like I said, when we went location scouting. So all of this is his idea, We're just there to capture it the best ways we can, and then give him a awesome visual that actually matches song too. So he picked this. You can see he's fighting with something internal within himself. You don't really know what's going on, but you'll see. Just for me, man, like I just was really scared that this wasn't gonna get the attraction. It actually did really well on his channel too. Like this song, like listen to me, like even though we've shot so many other music videos with him, like for myself, like I said, and Ben, we just love this song. Like we keep coming back to this and listen to it over. This is our favorite music video from Shaton to this day. We love the other ones too now, Shaton, don't get us wrong, but this one right here and the song, You killed it, bro.
It gives me comfort on these streets.
You know, Ben and myself, I believe we went back and got these shots. And then the next thing with some of the shots that I really kind of didn't like, because when we went there location scouting on that, not on that same day, but prior, you know, the skies look good. You know, when I brought out the Canon 60D, which is I'm shooting on right now, you know, the sky did look good, and you know, I think it was like around 5 o'clock, you know what I mean, where it's like that golden hour. The sun was hitting the road with a bunch of different type of shadows, you know, it looked really good. And then when we came on the day for filming, it's like, you know, everything is like overexposed. And I was like, oh my God, this doesn't look the way, you know, from the day from before. And, you know, it came out looking like this, but it still worked out fine. But I really found myself like in it the day prior when we went location scouting and we saw everything. So, yeah, so right here we are in our car, and then, you know, we're getting some panning shots, because like I say, I was really afraid that this was gonna come out good. So this was the time right here I was using the Steadicam. I think it was like a homemade Steadicam that Sean brother did. Sean from Pizza Murderer with Ben. His brother Brett made it, and you know, that's the first time I was using it, and I was walking backwards with it. You know, and I remember when, you know, he was kind of like a little nervous, because when I moved in, like when I pushed in on him with it, he was like, hold on, like what the heck is happening? And I was like, oh no, you know, you have to just follow the movement of the Steadicam, you know, and then that's how we got to, you know, work together. Like I like to call it like a dance, you know, it's like a dance between him and I, and then, you know, moving the camera, and then he understood what was going on, and then, you know, it came out pretty good. Got the side shots there, some slow-mo shots of his feet, because then he took it off. And then from right here is when he, boom, see that? On this shot right here, you know, he's really frustrated, you know, and then we saw like a ball around, and he wanted to break some stuff. So he's like, okay, well, start breaking stuff, go crazy, go ham. And then he just did that. Like I say, the guy is really, you know, he knows what he wants, he knows his stuff. Boom, he picks it up, and then boom, and then smashes it, because the 60D, because, you know, the slow-mo isn't really that great, but it was okay, you know what I mean? The 60D doesn't have like great slow motion or anything like that. Plus it's in 720p too with the slow motion, but you know, you could tell what's going on. So that is actually in slow motion. Highway driving. Well, I love that song, man. So with the Steadicam, you know, I'm going around him. And this right here, you know, was like a stock footage that I got off of YouTube. And what I liked about it is I liked how I kept the sky in blue. Is like giving him some form of hope. You understand what I'm saying? Like giving some form of hope. So that's a contrast between, you know, his struggles, you know, like all this darkness right here. You don't know what's going on. You know, not every day in somebody's life, you know, is all, you know, flowers and roses, you know, like skipping in the field, you know, it's not really like that. So, you know, it just represents that. And then, you know, the blue, like I said, you know, is some form of like hope. So, yeah, that, you know, you can make it through. But it's all open up for interpretation how you want it to perceive this. But for me, like, I just love it. Like, you know, doing some shots here with the Steadicam, going around him. Now we're inside the building here, and then he actually has this. Some people was actually trying to figure out what this was, but I'm not gonna say it because everybody wanted to know what this is. He was smoking. I ain't gonna say what it is. See, like, this is what I was talking about with like the sky, and like there was like no clouds, and it's like really, really bright. Like, to me, it looked like really, really washed out. I really personally didn't really like that, you know. So these right here, we actually, I believe we was bouncing him, or we was lighting him. I think we brought some lights on set. I can't remember. But if you really look like right here, you know, you could tell, like, you know, it's lit. You know, there's no sun. You know, there's no harsh shadows or anything like that. So we, you know, we was bouncing light on him. I believe we brought lights. I really can't remember that part of it, but I just really love how this one looks. You know, he's really getting into the emotions, really feeling it. But what's your excuse? I love that. You know, bridges that connected you and I. I can't sing, so right here, like I love this shot right here. I'm not even gonna lie, like it burns to the ground, you know. All of this, you know, that's all him. I love this shot. Like, let me go back. Like he's really feeling it, you know. Like I say, Shaton really knows his shit. Sir, you know your shit. And then this shot right here, let me just play it back. Like I love this shot right here, because when we was driving, and you're gonna see some of the driving shots that we took, and you know, I told Ben, you know, hey, but I want to see, you know, like a wide shot of him, you know, as he just passes the camera. So we had it on our tripod, and then we just set it there, and then all of this I can accept, you know what I mean. I just love it with the lens flares and stuff like that. And then we had him walk a few times, you know, because I just told him just to walk, basically. You know, he just walked, and I didn't like it. I said, you know, can you just walk a little faster? And then when he did that, he walked a little faster, and he just, you know, kept going, and we just called him back, and then we got the shot, and then that was it. We moved on. This thing, I don't even know what this was, but it was like something that they built. It was like leading to like a track road, and then it looked really, really good when we saw it. So I was like, hey, let's just film that. But I don't really know what it was. Some slow-mo shots here. Oh, and then this car right here that we found, that was like on the side of the road, is really burnt up, and it's really, really old. And you're gonna see that what we had him do to it. Some slow-mo shots right here with the Steadicam. Oh, so this scene right here is, I love this scene. So this was Ben's idea. Like I say, going back to what I was saying, I was really scared that this was going to turn out really good. And I was like, Ben, these scenes are just so empty, but like, what could we do? You know, we didn't say this like right on set, but you know, I was like, you know, when I was talking to him after we went location scouting, I said, "But what could we do to actually spice this up a bit? Because I'm really scared that this ain't come out, because the song is called Highway Driving, damn it." And he was like, "Boy, let me just get some crabs, right?" So we bought like 2 crabs, and the first crab, when we parked on the side of the street, Ben wanted to reverse, but one of them got out, and he actually got crushed underneath the wheel of the car. And I was like, oh my god. So 1 crab is gone, so we only had 1 more left, and we had to try to place him right. And then we had Shaton, we placed the camera on the tripod, and Ben was trying to like block the crab from, you know, not trying to go somewhere else, like, you know, like where he is right here. So he's walking. Let me just play this right quick. So let me go back. So this is Ben right here on the side of it. You know, they move on the side. So Ben was kind of like, you know, trying to like scare it so it could like, you know, walk the way we wanted it to be. And it actually looked like, you know, he's following Shaton. So right here it looked like, you know, it's just him and Shaton and nobody else that's around, you know what I mean? Like this guy is like really on a lonely path, you know, on his own. Like, you know, he's lost in his mind. It's just him. And then he has had this, you know, crab right here just to keep him company, you know. And a guy from the comments actually, you know, said something like that. So we really like how that actually played out. So yeah, let's keep it moving. Some more slow-mo shots. He's just going. It's right here, you know. I love this shot, how the sun is hitting him from the side, and you know, and then and kind of like leaves some contrast right here, you know, some shadow on the side of his face right here, you know, and how the smoke came out when he let it out. Like, yeah, I really love that shot too. So for this right here, we just let him, you know, flicker it, and it was like, you know, we should light this up. We should light this car on fire when he actually does that. So what we did was, we did a test at my old apartment, Ben and myself, and you know, we bought some alcohol. We was trying to figure out, you know, how we could get it to light, and we noticed that, you know, it worked the first time, but when we got on set, right here, like it didn't work. Because if you look at right here, you can see like the fluid. Let me kind of go back a bit. That's the alcohol right there. So I was like, man, this ain't lighting. We just need to hurry up, get a move on. You know, it's not lighting. And this is actually, you know, visual effects, you know, fire. Like, you know, like a asset that I found on, I believe, Action Essentials Pack from Video Copilot. And then we just put it over it, add the spark in there. Glad it was black and white. It actually looked like it's part of the shot, so kind of like blend it in and make it look like it's part of it. So it worked. But if you notice, like, I didn't stay too long on the shot too. So yeah, so you know, he's drinking himself to death. So right here, I had him walk in slow motion, and then, you know, the flames kind of like a different speed. And then if you notice, like, the clouds and everything is, like, you know, in good focus, and it's hitting him from front, it's lighting him from the front. So that was pretty good. Now he walked in slow motion right there. I think I shot it in 24 and I forgot to shot it in 60 frames. So I slowed down to 24 frames. So if you looked at it really good, it kind of looked a little jittery a bit. See that? But hey, you know. Oh, this was a shot that Shaton came up with. He wanted, like, to see like 3 of himself in one shot. And what we did was, you know, you just plant the camera down. You let the camera just record what we call a background plate, which is this whole entire thing here without him in the shot. And, you know, we placed him here. We placed him standing up, going, leaning back. Then he sit down, did the same thing. You had to match it up. And then he's actually just hanging out from the window. So we just masked it out, you know what I mean, so we could get it right. So, yeah. Man, love this song. I love it. So this is the shot right here I was telling you guys about, you know, when we was actually heading to have him walking, that shot what I was talking about when he was walking. So this is like a driving shot. I'm actually hanging out of the top of the window because it had a sunroof, and I'm recording all of this scene right here. You know, so with that scene, let me show it to you. Yeah, it was like this cardboard here, you know, I mean, he just laid down on it and we just did it. So with this scene right here, he wanted like it's like a crossroad, and he wanted like a high camera shot. But at that time, you know, we didn't have any cranes, we didn't have stuff like that. So, you know, we had to sacrifice that because he was supposed to actually stand in the middle of the road. And, you know, it's like a crossroad, like, you know, he has no direction where to go from there. You know, he's stuck, you know. But yeah, right here in this area is like a crossroad doing, you know, like all of this shot. Like, bro, you did an amazing job, bro. Like, seriously, man. So we just did this final shot right here, and then we just did like a reverse, and then go straight back to right here. So yeah, so that's the whole story of this whole entire music video when we first met him. And, you know, all this is his idea. Like we say, you know, he picked a location. He always goes location scout and just drives around, and, you know, he picked that. So I really hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more videos like this. And yeah, man, I really love this song. I really love how this turned out. Some things, like I say, you know, I really like about it, but really hope you guys enjoy. You know, stay safe out there, wash your hands, put on your mask. All right, take care.